So obviously nothing I'm saying is going to come off as new or bright, but PewDiePie has been absolutely revolutionizing things. And is it good or bad? Well, that's a different question, but for sure he's caused some sort of like motion to happen with the whole entire open source thing. For those who don't know, PewDiePie over here has been on this degoogling, like sort of not rant, but tangent. He's been setting up his Stream Deck to be like a server and a password manager, and people are starting to mimic this. I'm seeing some sort of upbringing with like Stream Decks, but the main thing that we're seeing here is people are switching to Linux, and he even made a full video about switching to Linux, which for the record is not new, but I'll find it real quick. It was 2 months ago. He said, I installed Linux, so should you. Now I have my own take on Linux. I haven't even like done anything with it before. I'm not like the most experienced guy, but I bet you by the end of the year I'll be probably doing it pretty much everywhere I go, and there's a good reason for this. It's just the customization is very nice, but obviously lots of downsides. You know, I've seen people just complain. But anywho, the whole entire thing behind this open source revolution is that people are just not using Google anymore. And does that mean Google is losing? Well, the honest truth is Google low-key won from the start. Like, they've been winning. Like, we're not going to be stopping Google anytime soon. That's kind of crazy. I mean, bro, Exhibit A is TypeScript. Are you really going to ever see TypeScript go away? I don't know. But the reason why this is so funny is because I had to do a voiceover because of this part, because my computer kept on making a bunch of noise. But basically, I was talking about PewDiePie's contribution list right here because, dude, that is fat. There are so many green dots. It is absolutely crazy. And I don't know if I trust this guy. This literally only has 1,200 views, but no one's calling him out. But I don't know. But if this is true, then damn, this guy's cracked. But another one of the things I've been seeing is that PewDiePie's convincing people to start self-hosted servers. And this is kind of an obnoxious thing. And it's not obnoxious because you shouldn't do it. I mean, first off, if you want to do it for learning purposes, go for it. But people putting it up as if it's like the best idea ever known to human like kind, it's just ridiculous. Like, that is so silly. For those who don't know, this is my Twitter right here. I have 21 followers, but I'm literally just shit posting every day, so you guys should definitely watch this. There's one guy in specific here that I follow named HSV Sphere, and this guy's just a hater. Let me get that straight. He's just a freaking hater, bro. I couldn't exactly find his post, but another like main thing was that just security. And the funny thing is that he knows more about this than most comp sci students, and I can say this pretty confidently because I've seen like some of the like course detail that like classes are giving in comp sci, and usually from lower standards. You know, the higher, more prestige colleges probably give off more, but I imagine the people going to those colleges probably already know more. Like, this is just someone who doesn't know jack all and they just hop into comp sci, like just fully raw dogging it. But the issue comes with people saying stuff like literally everyone should be building their own password manager and self-hosting. Everyone's super easy to do, and you don't have to even reinvent the wheel when it comes to following industry standard practices for encryption, etc. And this guy replied saying, at stupid tech takes. Oh, it's the guy I was talking about. So hopefully you understand this. Now, I didn't really get this at first when I saw it. The whole point is that, dude, by self-hosting everything, like, you can self-host to learn, but at the end of the day, you can probably just write down your passwords on a notepad and probably have more security than self-hosting. Even though it seems like this could be the greatest thing ever, that there's so much going on, and you also have the years and years of experience that are going on from other people, and even open source sort of like directories, you can just use it from there. Like, self-hosting and reinventing everything from the start is just kind of silly. But let's move on to the anti-googling, and degoogling is what it's called. Now, I've really only seen it recently, but it's definitely something that is kind of blowing me like away because I was not expecting it. But I do see people constantly shitting on the corporations, and I'll show you what I mean. If we go on Twitter, we have start degoogling today, and obviously, you know, Twitter is not the only thing you can do it on. A lot of these are just shit posts, but look, PewDiePie's video popped up. A lot of people are concerned with the privacy that Google may be like violating, which they probably are. I mean, you talk about anything on your phone and damn, there's an advertisement maybe 30 seconds later, and my parents are kind of scared by it, but I know most of the time, you know, these companies don't want to take all your information. It's kind of concerning, like, hey, you know, why am I being part of this? I didn't sign up for that. Although you probably did when you were signing up for all these Google sites, and at the very, very bottom, there's like, you know, the terms of service in a very obscure line. Says, hey, you can have all my information. There's a whole entire subreddit called r/dgoogle, and that is a really funny picture. I mean, they made it great to show how much they absolutely hate it. So some people take it so far, and they literally say that there are better alternatives to YouTube, which is kind of crazy to me because YouTube is one of those things where, you know, you can't really get a whole lot better, right? You have servers that host incredible amounts of videos, and the real reason YouTube's so great is because everyone goes there. Like, it's kind of the global standard by a long shot. Like, you can try to remake YouTube and you can be successful at it for sure, but dude, how are you supposed to get a user base even like 1/1,000,000th the size of YouTube? And all these people are even anti-AI. Bro, anti-AI is flipping nuts. But obviously PewDiePie completely stole the spotlight with this one. Can't post the video, it's on YouTube, heads up. I mean, this is 4,000 posts. I'm obviously not shitting on these people, but that is crazy. And then the comments just turn into like a mosque. I mean, okay, yeah, that goes really far. I might have to give like this maybe just a shot just to understand it, because I need to understand the hype behind this. Because every time I look up something remotely like close to using like Linux, the posts are about people suffering. Like there's just suffering, like average Arc Linux user, and it's just someone dying. Like what about that makes you want to do it? You know, you have to make it sound like there's no character development involved in this. Like I might just make a video just fully raw dogging Linux to really understand what the hell is going on here. And I'm posting on YouTube, so am I an asshole according to these guys? And also they're watching Felix. Capitalism level YouTube. Dude, it's not only YouTube. Okay, I'm sorry. This subreddit might make me a little bit upset, but I find this very peculiar. Although I definitely will give Linux a try. I mean, I gave NeoVim a try and it was interesting. Although the whole entire self-hosting thing is still funny to me, because I guess there's sort of this, I don't want to say aura, that's so cringy, but there's this like sentiment around Linux being this uber coder, you know, scary, ooh, you use Linux, like you must have a massive dick. And the reality is it's just an OS. Degoogling, I mean, you probably feel the exact same. You're just avoiding corporates, but the emotional value that we place around these things has more value than the actual product itself, which I find hilarious. But I probably will give Linux a try, because like I said, I gave NeoVim a try and I'm kind of getting a headache from it, but I saw the benefits. It's not to say that, dude, VSC should not be considered raw dogging coding. Dude, I've seen people literally say that VSC is like raw dogging coding now. And does that make me corporate too for using VSC? Am I supposed to code on Notepad++, dude? I sent a picture to my buddy of this because I thought it was hilarious. Today I'm going raw. Wish me luck. Like, listen, I understand vibe coding can be super nice sometimes. Exhibit A would be my program right here. I tried my best to understand some of this math, dude, but scaling Spring systems and trying to get them to work, and I ended up just using Network X in my example, which is just a library that does it all for you, because, dude, trying to reinvent the wheel sucks. But anywho, you run it, and look at this little graph system. So this is the year, month. It kind of pivots around one area, which is peculiar. He has all these things around him. I mean, he's truly trying to get away from this. I hope it doesn't have like some sort of cult following, because that would be that'd be scary. I just had to save this picture to my downloads. This is awfully funny. But honestly, not a whole lot to this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have to come up with better video ideas, dude. If you have any fun ideas, please list them in the comments. I will give them a try. I might even try coding like stupid ideas, because Python's so quick with coding that I can really make anything. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll get back to you soon enough. Peace out.